Hi, this is Derek Ferris. I'm going to show you how to upload documents to the admissions page and also how you would upload a counselor recommendation for each individual student. So the first thing you would do is you'd go to our admissions website, which is admissions.sersd.org. You'd log in by clicking either here or here, and you'd use the login credentials that were given to you a number of weeks ago. If you do not recall what your login credentials are, I would refer to your email. So this is exactly as you would see it. The account that I'm using now is a demo account. So I created myself as a guidance counselor, so this is exactly what you would see. Obviously the name of the school would be different for you depending on where you're from or where you work. So for this, I created one demo student in a fictitious school. But one thing that's really neat about this is what you're going to be able to do is you can click on this link right here, and this creates a CSV Excel file, so you can actually print out every student who has applied to come to our school from your school. You can organize it. It creates filters, so you can filter out certain people. You can filter out here if you'd like. So if I had multiple students that applied to the school, you're going to have different application statuses. So most of you, as of right now, will see that the application status for your students is awaiting school data. Once the process of acquiring data has been completed and the student has a final application score, their application status will be decision pending. Or if we've received all the documents but the student still hasn't had an interview, if the student was absent from school the day that we come to your school to do interviews, their status would be awaiting interview. So you can actually filter it however you want to see it by clicking this filter button right here, and you can click exactly on just the students with this specific status that you want to see. So if you wanted to see students that just are awaiting interview, you would select that option, click OK, and it'll only show you students that need an interview. If you wanted to see students who we're waiting for specific data from, you can actually go to these columns over here, and these columns are actually going to be divided further from what they are right now. So right now it just says grades, attendance, and behavior. We're actually going to divide them into two separate columns each for each of the three categories. So you'll have 7th grade grades, you'll have 8th grade grades, you'll have 7th grade attendance, 8th grade attendance, and same thing for behavior. So once those documents have been received by me and they've been scored, you'll see a checkbox for each individual box. So you'll see exactly what you need to send us. Like, let's say this student, I have everything except for 7th grade final report card. You'll see that that box will be unchecked, and you'll know that you just need to upload that document to the site, and I would grade it as soon as possible. So the first thing I'm going to show you is the recommendation. You notice right now the recommendation received, the box is not checked. It will be checked in just a second. So first thing to do is click on this triangle. It's going to give you a drop down. It's going to give you the demographic information for each student individually as you click on this triangle. So it's only showing the information for demo student 43, right? So you would click email recommendation, and this recommendation only comes to me. So it doesn't go to any other members of our school, it's just for me. So the two questions that are here are the same two questions that have been asked on the applications in the past. So you'd fill it out how you feel is most appropriate for this specific student, and you also have the opportunity to type in some comments for the student. One thing I want to caution you before you submit the recommendation is that once you submit it, you will not be able to change it. So it's important that you take the time and you're very sure of the recommendation that you want to give the student before you click submit. There have been some people that made mistakes and wanted to change something. Again, you won't be able to change it, but if you need to, if it's urgent that you need to do that, just email me and I will change it on my end. Okay? So you can type in any comments here, such as, demo would be a great addition to the Southeastern community, or whatever. And then you could click submit. Again, only when you're 100% sure that that's the recommendation you want for that specific student. So you see now this box has automatically been checked off. So I didn't have to go into the system by myself to check off the box manually. It automatically checks this box. For the grades, the attendance, and the behavior, I actually do need to check off those boxes manually, because the reason why we did that is because I have to review those records. And by you seeing a check mark for grades, attendance, and behavior, it means that I have received them, reviewed them, and scored them accordingly based on the records that were received by me. So that's the recommendation portion. If you wanted to upload documents, again, you would click on the triangle, and you would go to this portion over here, and the description is basically, think of the description as like a subject to an email. So you could put demo records, and you would click email files, and I have a couple of samples of records. It's best if the files are PDFs. That's very important. I know that there have been some people that have been trying to upload documents, but the system didn't like the format that the documents were in, so we would encourage, if possible, to convert those documents into PDFs. So you see that I have started to upload the sample attendance for this demo student. So that's the attendance record. If you have multiple records that you want to send in one email, you can do that just by clicking Add, and then you would browse again. And I have a sample report card. If you needed to remove them for some reason, like if you know that that wasn't Demo's records, it was Mary's, you can just click Remove and click Add again, so that you can add the document that's supposed to be on here for the student. Once you have all the documents that you want to send us, you would just click Email Documents. So it's uploading. And once all the files have been sent, it'll say Success, File Sent. So what happens now is I have personally received an email, and again, it's only me that receives these emails. I have received an email that says, Demo has records uploaded to the admissions site. I go in, I review them, I score them, and then I check off these boxes individually. Again, on an individual basis by student. So that's it. That is how you would do a recommendation and upload files. If any of you have any questions about this process, I would encourage you to send me an email, or you can call my line directly. Phone number is 508-230-1288, and that is my direct line. The best way to get in touch with me, as many of you know, is email. I'm in and out of the office frequently, so we're really excited about this new step on our admission system. We think that it's been well reviewed by the people who have already started to use it, so I would encourage you to start to use it as well. And if you have any questions, if there's something more specific that you have a question about, again, I would encourage that you contact me at any time. Thank you very much.